And that was the Skyliners with This I Swear. Before that, Danny Wright at his piano gave us On Golden Pond, and Johnny Mathis with one of my favorites, The Sweetheart Tree. This is Flo here with you for another 45 minutes or so, and you're tuned to KSQM 91.5 Sequim. And I have with me in the broadcast booth a special guest. We love having visitors here in the booth with us, and it's my turn today. And we have a young lady from Sequim High School. She's a senior, and she is here, and we're going to talk about why she's here and what she wants to tell us. And her name is Kathy Dow. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
How are you?
I am good.
So this is your first time at KSQM?
Yes, it is.
And your first time on the air?
Yes, it is.
Cool. And I showed Kathy our Google map and all of the online listeners listening to us right now all over the world. And Kathy has come from far away. I told her she's an immigrant. I am also an immigrant. So here we are, two immigrants talking to you from KSQM.
Yeah.
And we are not going to get political at all, are we?
Nope.
I'm from Canada. All our listeners who listen know that I'm from Canada. Once in a while, I drop a little Canadian accent here and there. Or I say something Canadian instead of American.
Really, eh?
Yeah, haha, she picked up on that. So, Kathy, tell us, where are you from?
I am from Saigon, Vietnam, Southeast Asia.
Very good, from far, far away. And how long have you been here in Sequim?
I have only been in snowy Sequim now, a little more than a year.
So you haven't been here long, and you speak perfect English. So obviously you've been speaking English all your life.
Yeah, I've learned English since the age of 3, so, you know.
Very good. Good for you. That helps, doesn't it? Seeing as people, it seems, are speaking English all over the world now. And why Sequim? Why not Seattle or Portland or New York?
So I guess in some ways, politically correct way to say it would be that my parents wanted to find a place to retire and, you know, to take in the beauty of life and the scenery.
Right.
And so they had, when they were still dating, they had done a road trip all across America and, you know, up and down the West Coast, and they found sunny
Sequim.
Yeah, they found sunny Sequim.
That is wonderful,
yeah.
And they remembered that, and they said, when we retire, we are moving to Sequim.
Yeah, and it's, you know, my dad was also originally from Seattle, and so he had been out here, and, you know, that coupled with my parents' road trip led us to Sequim.
Wonderful. And we did exactly the same thing. We had been to Sequim many times, and we knew that when we retired, we wanted to live in Sequim.
Yeah.
So we're all super happy to be here. Now, Sequim High School, and Kathy plays the guitar.
Yeah.
Guitarist at in the school jazz band at Sequim High School. And you are now in the graduating class of 2017, right?
Yes, I am.
And what are you doing with that? I think do you have a position there? A treasurer?
Yeah, I am the senior class treasurer.
There you go.
Woo-woo.
And admitted to Stanford. Oh my goodness, that is so exciting.
Yeah.
So what will happen down the road at Stanford when you graduate? What do you hope to do?
Well, I hope to major in international diplomacy because it has been my lifelong dream and kind of calling to help bridge the divide rooted in ignorance. And I think international diplomacy is the key to that.
Very good. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So from sunny Sequim, from Saigon, here we are now at Sequim High School. And tell me now why you wanted to come and go on the air. What did you want to tell our listeners, especially those right here in Sequim?
Well, having just moved here, you know, from a place far away, from a third world country where us children cannot afford the same education opportunities as the children of America, I wanted to go on air to urge our listeners to vote for the two upcoming school levies that our local community would be having. So.
Very good. That's a good thing to do. And so you want to urge all of us to vote. I can't vote, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm an alien. I'm legal alien. But my husband certainly will vote, and I help him decide
Cool.
how to
cool,
vote.
yeah.
And do you know when we need to vote by?
The deadline of the ballots are by Valentine's
By
Day.
Valentine's Day. Okay, we can remember that.
Yeah.
So in Kathy's desire to have these upcoming school levies passed, she has written a song about it. And you wrote it for last year, right?
I had written it last year for the former school bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now this year, you're re-releasing it, a new version of it,
Yes, I
in
am.
hopes that listeners will feel compelled to vote for the school levies.
Yeah.
And you know what? We are going to hear that song in a while. We just have to wait, and we have to keep our listeners in suspense. We have a copy of her song, and we're going to hear it. So stay tuned for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to hear Doris Day with I'll Never Stop Loving You. And it's 18 minutes past 5. You're tuned to KSQM 91.5 Sequim. Want to have a look at our local weather. Port Angeles now reporting mostly cloudy and 31 degrees. Port Townsend the same. In fact, everyone is either partly cloudy or mostly cloudy. Port Townsend at 36, Anacortes also at 36. Oak Harbor 35 and Nia Bay 38 degrees, partly cloudy. Victoria, BC, our neighbors across the Strait of Juan de Fuca, reporting mostly cloudy skies and 34 degrees, which is 1 Celsius. And now, 19 minutes past 5, I still have Kathy here with me. And Kathy, now tell me what's the real reason you really wanted to move to Sequim?
So not many people actually know this, but the real reason I moved to Sequim was lavender mint ice cream.
There you go. That's why we all come
Bribery,
to Sequim.
kids.
Yes,
It works.
is for the lavender. That's right, which we get really involved in once a year.
Yep.
So were you here last year for Lavender Weekend?
I don't think I was actually.
No.
Yeah.
It was, when is it? It's July.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be here this year for it.
Yes, I will be.
Okay, so you can get some lavender mint ice cream and lavender everything.
Loads of it.
Lots of it. Yeah, lots and lots. Okay, so now tell us about your song. It's called Keeping the Dream Alive, written and performed by Kathy Dow. And I think about midway through the song or near the end, you have some more other vocalists in there with you. Who would that be?
So they are my two friends, Colleen Carpenter and Thomas Arneson, and they were amongst the team of Sequim High students from the choir who got to represent Sequim at Carnegie Hall in New York.
I remember that. I remember reading about it in the paper. What a fantastic experience for those students. My goodness.
And they just got back in the snowstorm last night. So
they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're probably saying, what? This is not Sequim.
Yeah,
we have had the longest, coldest winter since we've lived here.
You don't say.
Yes, we're ready for spring. Absolutely ready. All right, if you're ready, coming up right now is Kathy's song. Do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Sure. So
Keeping the Dream Alive.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So, even though this song, I wrote this song in support of our schools, I really wrote it with America and the ideals that we stand for in mind. I wrote about, in the verses you would hear our future scientists, our future soldier, our future athlete, and our future pioneers, because the children really are the future of this nation. And if we help them, empower them, and enable them to grow and thrive, one day they will give back to our community. And they're already giving back to our community. And more importantly, they would genuinely make a difference in our world. And I wrote this song with the hopes that we as a country and our community would be able to see why it is so important that we invest in our schools and in our children. Yeah.
Well said. Here's the song, Kathy Dow, Keeping the Dream Alive.
Our future scientists, one day you lead our country to greatest heights. Love will find a way to dreams alive. Our future soldiers. One day you grow strong and keep our people safe. Love will find a way to keep your dreams alive. 'Cause those leaky roofs ain't the place to get an education. 'Cause our kids are falling through pavement cracks. 'Cause those World War II orphans won't keep the future of learning. Love will keep the dream alive. For the dreams of our fathers, the dreams of our sons. For the dreams of our mothers, the dreams of our young. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children.
Our future athletes. One day you'll join the Hawks, the pride of our town. Love will find a way to keep your dreams alive. Our future pioneers. One day you'll rise, be the voice for the unspoken. Love will find a way to keep your dreams alive.
The promised land don't come in again. 'Cause the new road, the future rests in your hands. 'Cause the times are changing, so choose a side on history. Use that. For the dreams of our fathers, the dreams of our sons. For the dreams of our mothers, the dreams of our young. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Help the children, help the children, help the children. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, vote, vote.
That was great, Kathy. Thank you so much
No
for
problem.
that.
No problem.
Wow, how long
Pleasure is
did it
mine.
take you to write that song?
It took me, I would say, around 3 days to finish the funky re-release of that song. So,
Right,
Yeah.
right. And the, the lyrics, you've got so much stuff contained in there. We were talking a bit about it while the song was playing. Some of the things that she talked about that are needed in our schools and that are so critical.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for coming in today and for sharing this with us. And
My pleasure is mine.
best of luck to you, and hope that what you're trying to do will work well for you.
Yeah.
And best of luck with your finishing Sequim High School, being a senior. Exciting year, isn't it?
Senioritis, yay!
Yeah, great. Anything else you'd like to share with us before you say goodbye?
One of my personal favorite lines from the song that you just heard is that, "'Cause the times are changing, so choose the side of history you stand. Love will keep the dream alive." It is my favorite because not only is it a Bob Dylan song reference, wink wink, it really hits home the message of that. We may think that one vote doesn't matter, but please know that your vote matters and your vote counts in making a decision in how the future of our community, the future of our community will go. So please, I urge you to come out and vote for the special election on the 2 school levies due by Valentine's Day. So
Very good.
that
Thank
is
you
it.
so much,
Yeah.
Kathy, for
Yeah.
coming in. I've enjoyed having you here. And keep up the good work.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay, here's Andre Castellanos
Bye,
with
Sequim.
I Believe in You. I'm sure all your friends were listening. Bye.
Bad
Kath.
rumors.
Yes, the thought about you. Thought about you.
Perry Como, Thought About You. 29 minutes to 6 is the time. You're tuned to KSQM 91.5 Sequim. What a lovely young lady, Kathy Dow. I sure enjoyed that interview and listening to her. That's the future of our country. So impressive. I love being with these young people. I'd like to go back to school and maybe learn some things next time. 29 minutes to 6, and up next, it's time for Shelley Taylor with Weeds and Wildlife. Here she is.